Right, 28 December 2024, and today I'm very excited to be giving you my evening updates. I apologize for not doing my update this morning because as I was saying in the morning, traveling. So I'm very excited that today we had the largest number of people contacting me to talk about the tiny house. But I know that that is not my main work. So that is part of the work that I do. Most of my work is to update all of you on the news that is taking place in Zimbabwe. And sometimes I get overwhelmed when I have to deal with other non-news items. And I know that most of you want me to update you on the news. So the biggest story is that there has been a significant development. Yesterday, there have been massive developments within the government from Mnangagwa, and there have been massive developments within the military. We're going to unpack those developments. And it's not popcorn. So what is going to happen is going to take time. But the end of the Mnangagwa government has started. You're going to see it, and it's going to happen right in front of your eyes. So you must believe what I'm saying here. This man, Chiwenga, is the man that is basically going to determine everything that is going to happen in Zimbabwe. And tomorrow, there is an opportunity for us to understand what is happening between Chiwenga and Mnangagwa. There is an event in Bulawayo tomorrow. And Chiwenga has been boycotting all the events by Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa has also been blacking out Chiwenga, so the two have been fighting each other. Tomorrow, however, Mnangagwa is going to be attending what is called a Thanksgiving event at the ZITF in Bulawayo. And if you don't see Chiwenga there, that is a big development, because everyone who's everyone is going to be there, including all the SADC officials. They're going to be there. And also this man, Utaonashe, is going to be there. This man, Utaonashe, is the worst person ever. He doesn't tell Mnangagwa the truth. He continues to lie Mnangagwa that Mnangagwa is doing well. And these are the kind of people that are destroying our country. Andrew Utaonashe, one of the worst people in Zimbabwe. You're going to see it that eventually when he's gone, people are going to put him in the same group as Mnangagwa. These people, they say Zimbabwe is doing well. There's been no water in Harare. There's been no water in Bulawayo for 4 weeks. And our currency is at the lowest bottom. Imagine that. Zimbabwe had a good currency when the year started. We are ending with disaster. The old currency that was there was even better. They should have just left it there. But now they don't see it. These are false prophets. Kanautinganga, Zenema, and now Andrew Utaonashe. Very bad people. These are the people who are misleading Mnangagwa to make him think he's doing well. And Utaonashe is going straight to hell when he dies. So now let's go to very interesting news besides this. I don't want to worry myself about these guys. Mdara Uyu is an embarrassment to his family. Western Mnangagwa, Utaonashe. Now let's go to other developments. And I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but Talend Rusere has appeared in court today. So Talend Rusere was arrested after he was deported from Botswana, and he has been charged. However, the charges that are coming against Talend Rusere are crazy and unbelievable. He's being charged for something in Mozambique. So he's being charged for inciting violence in Mozambique. I've never seen one country charging someone for inciting violence in another country. So what it means, they will eventually have to deport him to Mozambique if they are serious. But I think this is nonsense. So using a computer or information system, is said to have broadcast data messages with the intent of to incite violence against individual or property in Zimbabwe and to the broader SADC region. So they are saying he incited violence in Mozambique, and that is why they have arrested him. So he's going to appear again in court on Monday. However, I want you guys to understand intelligence in Zimbabwe. Many people are intelligence, but they are more of informers. They don't get paid. And I believe that Talent Rusere was part of that group. There is one lady called Edith Chibam. She's very dangerous. She's everywhere. And sometimes she just calls me pretending to be someone else, and I laugh and I say, does she think that I'm that stupid that I do not know Edith Chibam? I know Edith Chibam. Even when I'm asleep, I'll be able to tell Edith Chibam. So Edith Chibam and Talent Rusere used to work together. They used to work together on a party. She formed a political party, and he was with her in Mozambique. So Edith Chibam and herself and Talent Rusere were in Mozambique, where they formed a political party, and that political party was supposed to challenge Mnangagwa, but it turned out that it was a fake political party. Tinashe Jonas was here last week. He also explained that he worked with Edith Chibam, and at one point, Edith Chibam has also approached Prophet Advocate Joshua. I don't know what work they did together, and as you are aware, Prophet Advocate Joshua, now a full-time ZANU-PF member with a position within ZANU-PF. So these guys are intelligence, and I tell them to say in intelligence, and as far as I'm concerned, they are not opposition. So I think they are redeploying him. Mnangagwa is redeploying Talent Rusere to this place in Zimbabwe for some reason. He wants him to be operating in Zimbabwe. However, where we are going, this is all not going to matter. Everything that's happening now won't matter. The thing that is going to matter is what the military does and what Mnangagwa and Chiwenga does. So those three people, Mnangagwa, Chiwenga, and the military, those are going to be the important people. Don't concern yourself about anything else between now and the end of 2025. The military is going to play a very, very important role in what is going to happen next. And you're going to see that it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be an easy transition. And people like Chiwenga are not going to have an easy ride. So it's not going to be easy with Chiwenga. He's going to have to make some very tough decisions in the next few days. If he doesn't make those decisions, Chiwenga will end up 6 feet under. So that is where Chiwenga will end up 6 feet under if he doesn't make important decisions, because power is sweet, and this team, they are not going to release. They are going to be grabbing onto power. Mnangagwa is a very dangerous player. You don't underestimate Mnangagwa. He's got a trick for everything. So Mnangagwa has got a plan for everything. And some of the people that work in Mnangagwa, you don't know them, and you don't believe it. So take it from me. Some of the people that are working with Mnangagwa, if I tell you their names, you are going to say Gambakwe, Anonyeba. But that is the truth. We are going through a very, very difficult period, and everything is just about to blow up. Now, let me quickly see if I've got something else that I left. In Mozambique, there's been a massive development today. South Africa has bypassed SADC, they've bypassed Mnangagwa, and they have gone straight to South Africa. They've set up a meeting with President Filipe Nyusi. So President Cyril Ramaphosa has sent an envoy to Mozambique, and they have sent that envoy because they say SADC has failed. So that is the statement: SADC has failed, and they want a resolution of the problem in Mozambique, because Mnangagwa is part of the problem. So the idea now is they want to go and call Venancio Mondlane, the winner of the elections, from Sweden, and they want him to participate in dialogue. The biggest problem is that if Venancio Mondlane even steps into Mozambique, they're going to kill him. It's clear that they wanted to kill Venancio Mondlane when they shot his lawyer, and they failed to kill him. So if Venancio Mondlane goes back to Mozambique, they will kill him. So what they're going to have is a remote dialogue. That is between now and the 15th. However, on the 15th, Venancio Mondlane is going to be forced to declare himself president, as he has said. But you can't be president of a country without being in that country. What it means is it's war. It's going to be war. Venancio Mondlane, if he steps into Mozambique, he is going to be willing, or he must be willing to fight. So he must be willing to declare himself president and then push these guys out. And that is something that I think it won't work. Fighting won't work because it will just be chaos. No one is going to back down. So eventually there's going to be a deployment here, either of SADC, AU, or the United Nations. So you're going to see a deployment of one of the foreign peacekeeping forces in Mozambique within the next month. And Venancio Mondlane is eventually going to come back home because where he is right now, he is a very important player, but he's not in the country. And you want all the important players to be in the country. Daniel Chapo is lame duck. He's not the president. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. And people respect the previous president, Filipe Nyusi, more than they respect Daniel Chapo. So very important development. The president of South Africa sending an envoy today. The envoy just arrived. And that envoy is trying to work out the situation with Mnangagwa totally sidelined because Mnangagwa is not a useful person. Mnangagwa doesn't know how to deal with the situation in Mozambique. Yesterday, Mnangagwa issued a statement and said Mozambique is a sovereign country and the election are done, which is very silly because people have been dying. So you can't say the elections are done. Something's wrong over there in Mozambique. So very important week coming forward. We are going to see, especially tomorrow, how Chiwenga behaves. How is Chiwenga going to act in Bulawayo? Is he going to show up? If he doesn't show up, what is Mnangagwa going to do? So that is at Bulawayo Thanksgiving event of the year by Mnangagwa that is going to take place at the ZITF. And we're all going to be watching what Chiwenga does. So Chiwenga, obviously having returned from India, and you saw him holding the coffin. That is the thing that angered Mnangagwa. This holding of the coffin, that is what angered Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa thinks Chiwenga wanted to suck power from this corpse and overpower him. So that is what Mnangagwa has said. And he's very, very angry. He has threatened to fire Chiwenga. And you're going to see a reshuffle of the cabinet of Chiwenga within the next 5 days. So by Friday next week, you're going to see massive changes in the government of Mnangagwa, including here, this level of Muhadi and Chiwenga. One of these guys is going to bite the dust before Friday next week. People told me yesterday that Muhadi was supposed to be back in the country, but something has happened. How bad is the situation? We're going to know very, very soon. And 2025 is very far for some people. Something is going to happen before the end of this year. Now, I want to just clarify. I've received thousands of calls today about this house. Guys, there are two groups of people. There are those who are going to pay cash and those that are in the Victoria Falls project that are going to pay installments. So if you pay cash and you get a house. If you pay installments in the Victoria Falls projects, you get a contract, and that is how it's going to work. This is a very nice house, and we're building it using special innovative materials. So please just wait. Our factory is closed. So the factory is closed until the 15th of January, and we're going to have a demo house in South Africa by the end of January. Then you can come and see the house. So the first person that is going to get a house, probably the first week of February. So please don't call me like continuously. I get continuous calls today because people want to get this house. And as I said, the factory is closed. We're going to have this whole thing moving forward. Mid-January, you're going to have a demo house in South Africa, which you can visit. And then later on, we're going to have a demo house in Harare. We're going to have a demo house in Harare over there so that you guys can enter it, can touch it, and you can look at your possible house. No more rent. We're going to call this house No More Rent. It's going to be amazing for those landlords who like to shout at you and make noise and cook very bad food from their houses. Right, I want to bring this to an end, and I really had a very hectic day. Something big has happened in our family, so I've been dealing with some stuff, which obviously I'll let you guys know soon. So in the meantime, you saw me with my brother Munetsi. So go check out and like our picture, me and Munetsi over there. My first time to meet Munetsi. I met him here in Johannesburg today. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Let's watch what happens to Chiwenga tomorrow. Chiwenga, one of the most important people in Zimbabwe right now. Everyone is looking at Chiwenga. If you say Chiwenga, everyone stops what they're doing and they look, because that is how important Chiwenga is. One of the most liked person in the Zimbabwe military, and also the possible or next president of Zimbabwe. That is why everyone is looking at Chiwenga. People are tired of drinking sewage. People are tired of hunger and poverty, and they're looking for the next leader. And Chiwenga is now being seen by people as that savior, that future savior of our country. That is why you see Chiwenga is so popular among the military. The guys are tired. They want a new leader, and they are pushing for Chiwenga on a daily basis. That most watched person in Zimbabwe is Chiwenga. So interesting stuff, and an interesting end to the year after Chiwenga boycotted for the first time, 31 March. That is the first time that Chiwenga boycotted Mnangagwa, and the year is ending. Let's see if Chiwenga is going to continue the boycotts, because some of the pastors, especially in Rupanashi, is satanic, and he's going to be over there tomorrow. And I don't know if Chiwenga is going to allow himself to sit next to such a satanic person. Very, very satanic person. I don't even know who goes to this guy's church and why you do it. I'm very annoyed when I see his face. Right, thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I'll see you in the morning as we give you the latest news. And I know that without Gambogo Media, some people, Vanita Msoro and Vanzo Mdumbu, let's continue to deal with this situation in our country. And meet me, just wave at me. Try to avoid coming very close to me, because don't forget Nakubatwa, never common with Zungu, Madinga. But thank you very much, everyone, for watching, and a good night.